old man finds an oil field on his farm, and then he dies, and his last words were about asparagus.
Really liked asparagus. And also there wasn't Game of Thrones yet, so that was the tough part for him.
I mean, true. But yeah, like anytime I ate asparagus, that clip rolled through my mind, and I've had a lot of asparagus. And I've tried every Google search imaginable, but then I still couldn't find it because it's not on YouTube.
It's not.
I don't know.
Can't believe it got taken down.
By the man. Hangouts is going. Oh, they are getting rid of Hangouts on air is live.
What?
I just got a notification. We're gonna have to find a new way to do this.
No.
Wait, what's that? They're getting rid of like this Skyping platform, or?
Yeah, they're getting rid of Google Hangouts on air.
Can we just do this off air?
I think we'll have to use like a different service.
I mean,
So,
why do we have to make it live?
oh, like that'd be so we can record it. Just for memory.
Okay.
So I guess we'll have to do it for fun.
Darn it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were always doing it for fun, but we just won't be able to record it anymore. Okay, so we're ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last time we were playing was 2 weeks ago. Does anyone remember what we did?
We went to that scary island and had to face those things. There were some fighting in a pit. Rilke fell in several holes.
I almost ruined their life by convincing them the shrimp thing would save them.
Oh yeah, we met all those people in the cave.
There was a dinosaur.
I got
Chomsky bought another sword.
no. It was a great axe that has a beacon of light, and I get an additional attack damage to undead.
I think we decided we didn't want to help the people, and then Sariel did, so we said goodbye.
Forever.
R.I.P.
And we got coins.
Yeah. Yeah, you all having to refill top pit on the island to. Is that a bus? My God. That's wild.
It's got to be on your end.
Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't hear anything, so.
Yep, I heard it.
I'm in a basement, so.
Kyle, stop making excuses. Okay. Let me see here. Let me click this. Yeah, you'll have to look that up in the manual. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it is.
Okay.
I think a quarterstaff is technically 1d8.
I'm pretty sure it's one-handed, 1d6, two-handed, 1d8. If
Okay.
I'm remembering right.
I believe
Well, it
that's
was like
correct.
1d6, and then the proficiency was 1d8, I think.
That's not right.
No, that's not right. I'm so sorry.
Here, I got it right here. Quarterstaff, 1d6 bludgeoning, and 1d8 if you're using it two-handed.
Okay.
Yeah, you all went to an island after investigating some odd and mysterious people. You will both the people looking at it rolled 4 perception checks and saw these 2 shadows almost grab these 2 small humanoids. You all continued on your journey after entering the island, after meeting an older woman, an older elven woman with a black seed in her heart, which eventually the loneliness overtook her, and she turned into one of the emotional monsters. This one being the lonely. After a rather tough touch and go fight that you all overall became victorious, you went farther into the forest, and upon entering a large clearing, you saw a bunch of large pits where it looks like people were trapped inside. and it looked like they were being slowly transformed into these creatures. Where you saw another get turned into the angry, and I think there was I'm trying to remember what the other one, the lost and the lonely, I believe. Continuing on, you all went into the forest trying to find a safe place after running from these monsters, after deeming that they might be too difficult for you all at the moment. You all, hearing some creatures, see a few of these like dog-like wretches with these large mouths the size of their entire torso. After hiding from them, luckily enough, Rilka decides to go and go invisible and check out the surrounding area. After that, she sees a teenage human girl who is lost in the woods. And after some light taunting,
As Rilka do.
as Rilka does, she transformed into one of these monsters, and you all engaged into another melee with one of the lost. Upon that, you all met a kind of a muscular, wizardly-looking fellow named Demetrius, who guided you back with his squad after Rilka turned into a T-Rex, back to their underground bunker of sorts, where you, after some debating on what to do to help this village of Runeford. Runeford, sorry, I should emphasize what I'm saying. And they explained that it's a town of artificers, with artificers like ranging in various scales. Demetrius's father was a great artificer, you all learned. But after some time, Sariel learned that she actually is ready to stop adventuring for a little bit and try to help this village rebuild and reclaim the island from any of these creatures that might be left that weren't taken by with the cultists when they were made. I believe Chomsky got a sword, a big Richard sword, very muscular.
No, it was an axe.
Oh, axe. Pardon me. A great axe. Thank you.
Dick and Dirk's dirt yurt.
Yeah. After making a trade of some sort, and some good rolls, yeah, Dick and Dirk, dirt yurt, which Sariel ends up staying at, gets a sword that is specifically strong against undead. I believe it might have been a +1 or a +2. I can't remember. And you were also each given by the artificer Demetrius. You were each given a coin with a spell imbued into it at your request that has 3 charges in it. If it wasn't 3 before, it's 3 now. And so you all snuck your way back off the island, back onto your boat, and are currently in the air en route to your destination of Hearthhome, which is a small, like halfling and gnome resort that recently you all heard a wild rumor that, well, actually, the governmental system in Hearthhome and the island of Mooncrest Isle, the largest island, is it's ran by different guilds, competing guilds, where currently a fighter guild known as the Black Moon Mercenaries is currently in charge. That currently bested the what was the other group's name? The Charging Boars, I believe. But yeah, so they, about the islands had a lot of trouble recently. Just kind of starting to recover. I'm sorry, was your family from this island as well?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. Did I write that down?
Well, we'll return on that later. But yeah, but you've heard all these wild rumors about a volcano freezing. You've heard about rumors about werewolves and violence and demons. A lot of weird things is going on there. But right now, you all are currently in the air. You're all exhausted after a long fight that you had yesterday, and you've recovered your health and everything. And as of right now, you said your goodbyes to Sariel, and you're back in the boat, about to take off. So, and that is where we'll pick up.
I want to play with the NAGPA tracker thing, kind of get a sense for it.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll have to. Right now, it looks like. I guess you're probably going. It's in the Waterdeep guide. I'm trying to remember, but it looks like a whirligig, where it's basically a large handle, and it has like a couple of like a bunch of circles, flat like this. And the idea is that when you get closer, the circles start to spread out more and more, and the closer you get to it, it's good to about 1,000 feet. So it's not going to do all the work for you, but it'll get you. If you're close, it'll start to slowly expand into more and more circles.
Okay.
And there are 10 circles. So right now it is inert because you are not close to one.
Good.
And then it turns on, and then it turns off. It's very unreliable. No. But yeah, you all are currently looking out. You're all getting the ship prepared, getting the rigging together, and getting together, bundling up all your supplies, and you're all waiting around for Sariel to finish up with her tasks, only to remember that she's actually she's still gone, and someone will have to pick up her duties that she was fulfilling on the ship.
She got anything cool in her room?
Did you leave anything?
I really didn't own anything.
There's
Sorry.
like a couple blankets. Kind of a
I have
pillow.
that extra thick memory foam mattress though.
It's just a topper.
Rilka takes it. She likes feeling tall.
And you see the sheets like clearly have like dried wet stains, like someone had been crying a lot.
Oh.
So
will come out
cry
in the
like
wash.
every session. This isn't that wild of a thing for me to say.
No, it's really not.
But yeah, so I don't know if has anyone decided what their coin is going to do. I reposted the list.
I've
I've
decided.
I
What-
have too.
What are your coins? I'd love to know, actually.
I need to decide right now.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Cure wounds.
Hot doggo.
What are the asterisks again? Sorry.
They're specifically in the you have to like type in the artificer like class Unearthed Arcana to access them. They're pretty cool ones. Yeah, it'd be worth looking at if you're interested. Pyrotechnics, I can't remember what that is, but it's awesome. Okay, cool. So cure wounds for you. That'll be level 2. Lucky, just so you know. All right, what about you, Kev?
Mine is Featherfall,
Hey, cool. I like that.
because I fall a lot. Just in case I fall a lot, I mean.
All right, and your
Invisibility.
oldie but a goodie. I like it.
Yep.
All right, and these each take 1 action to activate. Yeah. So you all get to go, and you get going into the air without much trouble. As you all start off on this journey, it's kind of quiet without Sariel. You forgot how much like space she takes up, and having one less persons on the ship kind of makes it feel a little bit more empty. But as you all are out, about a day later, you're not far from Hearthhome. You're only about a couple days. It's well, I'd like you all to make a perception check.
Oh, hot dog.
That's a 2.
We got a 21.
So it's a 7.
Who got over a 20? You and you, Lucky?
Yes.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, nat 20. So all three of you see it while you see like this is at the time where Rilka's like, I'm gonna start digging through Soriel's old things. So she's down in the boat, you know, like ripping up the sheets, taking the bed.
Switching the seams.
Yeah, seeing if there's any gold coins stuck under the bed. All right, you all see off in the distance, you two, Ruby and Lucky, you can see this like large, relatively large flying creature. 500 feet off. It's pretty far away, and you're not able to get a great look at it, but you see it like dipping in behind the clouds and things like that. But it's this large flying creature, and it seems to be following you. Chomsky, you can see that this creature has 4 limbs in particular, a longer head, and it has 2 wings on its back. It looks draconic in nature.
Cool. It looks draconic in nature, you guys.
You mean a dragon?
Draconic in nature. I don't know. I can't see it that well. Got wings, a longer snout. Got limbs.
How many?
4.
That's a dragon.
It's draconic. I don't want to label it yet.
Should we dip down?
Kevin, you get a point of inspiration for not being transphobic. Is that how that works? Is that but you all see its like creature like often it's like darting in between the clouds. It's not getting any closer. It's pretty far away, but you do notice as you look back like every like 10 minutes or so, you see that it is keeping pace with you all.
It's keeping pace with us.
Yeah. At this point, Rilka, you come up to and someone points it out to you.
That's a big bird.
Sing to it. Maybe it'll fall down.
I swear to God, I make Rilka's intelligence vary every episode.
Aren't you still a mammoth?
No.
Her
It's a
intelligence
bird.
never came back from the mammoth.
How did we fit you in the boat?
Time to plant another bean.
Don't you do it.
I love those beans.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? We just let it follow us? It
Take a
can't
picture
hurt.
for the gram.
Maybe we should lower our altitude a little bit.
What if it just flies lower?
Well,
Well-
I mean, at least if it knocks us out of the sky, we'll have less distance to fall.
It could be territorial. Maybe
Don't
we're
think
flying
provoking it's a good idea.
So maybe
Alright,
we fly
well-
higher outside of its territory.
Established dominance.
I second Loa.
Okay.
Let's throw a
Let's
sleeping
lower the
potion at
ship.
it.
I go to lower the airship.
Okay, how low do you bring it?
How high are we?
How high are you?
No, it's
I
high.
don't know.
How
I
are
only
you?
smoked a little bit.
No, it's high noon.
I got my 20-day coin right here.
I'm really proud of you, Rilka.
I've been in the program for 60.
Um,
How high are we?
like
How
1,000 up, maybe? I don't
1,000
have-
feet up?
30,000
Okay, let's go to
feet.
5. Whoa. That's airplane stuff right there.
Go big or go home.
So I think I'll drop it down to about 500.
Drop it down to about 500. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're flying pretty low. As you are flying around at this point, you see there are like other ships like in the water, and they're
Oh.
like looking up at it. As you see ships off on the horizon.
At the dragon?
No, looking at that, looking at the flying boat that
Oh.
no one has ever seen before. Yeah,
What are they
they're
gonna
all-
do? Shoot us down?
Just then we get
All right, we
rocked
better fly
by a
higher. Oh God, it's Euron Greyjoy's fleet.
Rilka starts playing the Game of Thrones theme real loud on her kalimba.
Okay. This is like, and you're seeing like fishing vessels, and like there are like people out on the boats, and they start waving at you. They're even smaller than normal because most of them are like gnomes and halflings. So it's just like it's
ants down there.
like
Everybody looks like halflings from this high.
That's racist.
Wait a second.
But as you all are approaching the end of the day, do you guys do anything or anything in particular?
Feed
Is it
Giuseppe.
still following us?
You make a perception check.
I can't tell if it's still following us.
It's about like 9 o'clock right now.
Yeah,
It's
22.
I got a 5.
21.
You don't see shit.
21.
21. You see a creature just like off in the distance. Just barely.
Gosh, why is that flying horse? Where did that flying horse come from?
Actually, you see it for just a moment. The last time you saw it there, Ruby, would be about like 5 o'clock, and ever since then you haven't seen it, and it's been about 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Cool. Gosh, maybe we should have talked to it. Does somebody speak Draconic?
If I can touch it, I can talk to it.
Oh, that's kind of weird. Don't do
I
that.
was about to say yes.
You gotta
can,
ask
but
first.
I have a connection.
Here, someone throw me at the dragon.
Gladly.
Hey, we're all friends here.
Rilka, could you transform into a dragon?
Oh shit. Well, maybe not. Depends on what level.
I think the
It's,
Sierra back to that.
Yeah, it'd be a beast. It has to be a beast, and dragons are their own subgenre.
I mean, could I
Man. Could you
transform into a
bird?
I was gonna say, could I transform into a seagull, go land on its back, and then all of a sudden, bada boom, cast tongues.
Gross.
But you,
Oh, but then I wouldn't have that spell as a bird. No, land on it,
you'd be just a bird. You'd have the
but then
intelligence
land on
level
it,
one.
then dispel the spell. Then all of a sudden, I'm mother of dragons.
Ugh.
How does she know to dispel the spell as a seagull?
Arguably, she wouldn't, but we've been playing it that she still could.
I asked you, and you said I could. So
I said yes because I wasn't sure. I tried to look up a ruling and I couldn't find one. So
All right, you just set a precedent.
I said a poor precedent. You're right. But yeah. So you all go to bed that night?
I feed Giuseppe first, and
oh shit, I still have my little puppy.
Uh-huh.
No,
I
you
also
crushed
feed-
that. You crushed that when you turned into a mammoth.
If anything, it didn't expand with it didn't like conform to the rest of your items. So it probably shot out of you when you turned into a T-Rex like a cannon.
Oh no.
Wait, is
I'm just kidding,
Boomer
that'd be
okay?
sad. Boomer is okay. I'm not gonna kill your dog. What do you
Okay.
think this is, John Wick?
Gosh.
Rilka would
Gosh.
break out of the D&D verse just to get you for that.
I sharpened my weapons.
Okay. Great. So you all finish up your tasks for the night, and I'd like you all to make, except for Sariel, who's not here. Sorry, Sariel. I'd like you all to make perception checks with disadvantage. Also, Aletha, this is the time to work on the character.
It's
22.
pretty much done. I'm just gonna have to ask questions when things come up, but
Okay.
most of it is done. The important
13.
base
Okay.
parts are done.
Okay, great. So with disadvantage, who got over a 20 with disadvantage?
oh,
Oh, yeah?
disadvantage.
Yeah,
I rolled
everyone
a
has-
20 and then a 17.
Damn, Daniel.
15.
I rolled a 16 and a 13. So
Oh,
we're going with
lucky.
13.
15.
Okay. Everyone who got over a 15, so you, Rilka, and Lucky, you as well?
I got 15 even.
15. Okay. So you three hear the sound of like crunching on the top of your airship, like something landing on it. And
What
as
the
you
fuck
all
do I
wake
not
up,
hear that?
it's rather light actually.
Did the 3 include me? I forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I run up to the deck.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
But
whoa.
before,
Sarah
just
rushes, or Rilka rushes in.
you hear the first like sound of like it's almost sounds like 4 like something landing on the ship, and then you hear a second sound of a landing as well, very similar to the first.
I'm gonna peek my head out of, or like step out of the room, and as I see Rilka start to run, I'm gonna like try and hold her back from just busting onto the deck of the ship.
Yeah,
But
we're still.
I'm a sneaky one. I try to duck.
Yeah, I'm still gonna try and grab her.
I have mom instincts now. I have a tiny dog. And my instinct is to run away and let it fend for itself.
Mom, is that you? All right, so you all are waiting down there, or do you get going?
I'm stealthing. I want to see.
All right, make a stealth check. Anyone else who's going up there, make a stealth check as well.
I'm gonna go
I
up
didn't
there.
hear shit, so I'm not going anywhere.
You're still asleep, and no one decided to wake you up.
I'm gonna wake Chomsky up.
That feels forced, but okay. Chomsky,
Well-
you wake up.
I got a 6.
Yo, what do you wake me up for?
I mean, I probably wouldn't have woken Chomsky up, so
All right, I'm asleep again.
I'm gonna try and stealth. Oh, hey, nat 20 on the stealth.
13.
13.
I don't need a stealth check because I'm asleep. Can't find me.
Also, just for being honest sake here, I probably wouldn't sleep in my armor, so
I like that. I respect that. You get a point of inspiration. I like that.
Can we make it canon that like Rilka sleeps in like a really long, like flowy robe thing?
I mean,
Like
was
really
it not
dramatic.
canon? I thought that was already.
Does it have the big sleeves and the fur on the?
Yeah, that's exactly the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Chomsky Porky Pigs it while he sleeps. He's got a shirt on, but no pants.
What? No. No shirt, no pants.
Okay, you all, as you're sneaking up there, Lucky, you're in the lead, followed by Ruby and then Rilka. As you all are coming up the stairs, coming up out on top, you make a perception check. 2 of you make a perception check.
I'll do it.
Oh, got it.
Ooh,
10.
8.
All right. As you both are heading up there, you hear from behind. As you see, like Rilka is like stepped on a board, and it's just like the wrong place.
I'm sorry.
As you both hear, as you both turn your heads, you look away as you both can hear very quietly, and you hear as you hear 2 sets of feet scamper away.
I'm gonna turn to both Ruby and Rilka and just shh.
No worries.
I'm gonna creep forward, and I assume there's stairs and then like a hatch.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try and creep up the stairs and like peek out of the hatch.
You
I
see
have
a couple.
dark vision too, so
You do? Oh, great. You see on inside, like you're looking around and nothing's out there. You see it's almost a full moon tonight as well. It looks like it's a couple days away. It's large in the sky right now, and you don't see anything as you're looking around. But then you see out of one of the barrels, a little, almost what looks like a set of eyes like one eye, because there's like a hole in the barrel, and you see this eye looking out on one of the barrels at the top of the deck.
I'm gonna slide back down the hatch. I think there's somebody in one of our barrels out there.
It's a good thing we're really good at kicking ass then.
Maybe we should wake up Chomsky. He is kind of the muscle of the group.
How bad could it be if it fits in a barrel?
I mean, look at you. You can fit in a barrel and you can deal out some pretty good damage.
I can just turn into a T-Rex if it becomes an issue.
That's what I'm saying. What if it can turn into a T-Rex too?
Then I'm about to have the best battle of my entire life.
I mean, I think we should still wake him up, you know.
Good luck. Have you tried waking him up before?
I'll go wake him up. So I go quietly.
All right, how do you wake them up?
I'm like laying in my bed, spread eagle, with a blanket on.
You see him holding the rod, the immovable rod, and his like fingers right on the clicker. He hasn't pressed it, but he's about to.
Oh my god. Yeah, first I'm just gonna kind of like on you.
Oh, what?
Just like
On my door? On me?
on you.
Oh.
Do you wake up?
Let me roll.
Check your enthusiasm.
Just with
Nope, I don't wake up.
The only way you're going to wake him up is if you cook some bacon.
with this ship, is there more than one hatch? Like, is there one at the back of the ship and one at like the front, or like the bow and the stern? Or
I would argue that there is one at both the bow and the stern.
can we get to both?
Yeah, it's like one hallway leading down.
Okay.
On the crew's quarters, which you all are staying in. Because there's so few of you, you don't really need to accommodate for like crew members operating it. So each of you get your like kind of your own bunk room.
Rilka thinks you guys are all being sissies and goes up the hatch.
I'm gonna use light cantrip to make something glow, and then I'm gonna put it right by your face.
I'm gonna try and stop Rilka from going.
Wait, to make me blind or something?
No, to Chomsky, to wake Chomsky up.
Oh.
Like my coin pouch or something.
I'm
Okay.
up the hatch.
All right. I wake up and I'm blinded.
You were blinded for 5 minutes.
What?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
You were
What's going
awake,
on?
you're-
What's happening?
There's someone who landed.
Oh, there goes that dice.
What?
We need
What?
Someone landed up top. They're hiding in our barrels, and we need to be quiet.
They're hiding in our barrels?
That's what Lucky said.
Maybe it's a metaphor.
Okay. What? Why'd you wake me up for that? They're hiding from us. And you woke me up.
Chomsky, come on.
All right. Let me put my armor on.
Oh, that's take.
You didn't want to be exhausted, guys. You couldn't sleep with them on.
Nobody want. All right, you don't want me to put my armor on. I walk out. I'm naked. I'm naked. I walk out. I grab my greatsword. All right,
I love
let's
it.
go.
All right.
I wanted to stop Rilka before she could just bust up the. Which I feel like I was blocking her way because I was on the.
But I'm small and sneaky, and I can.
Make an acrobatics check, Rilka, and you make a athletics check.
I got 14.
I got a nat 20.
Damn it.
He just grabs you, and your legs are kicking in the air, but you can't. You're not going anywhere.
One of these days,
Hey.
boy, I gotta.
I'm gonna grab my-
Question for you: what's my AC without my armor on?
It's 10 plus your dex.
Oh no!
You like full naked?
I'm naked. I sleep naked. This is what you all get.
As you all are making your way up, do you go out? Which end of the ship do you go up?
Full moon tonight.
Ruby? The same one that they were going up, or?
Oh gosh, I guess I could check out the other end. Yeah, I'll go the other way.
Okay, Ruby and Chomsky end up going the other way up the stairs that leads out to the top of the deck.
Okay, I insist on going up first, up the ladder first, just for safety.
Gotta help whoever's below you.
No.
So the two armorless fighters are going first.
Okay, are you both stealthing or?
Yeah, I'm gonna like try and as quietly possible lift the hatch up.
All right.
Yep.
Stealth check. You two stealth check. Without disadvantage, Chomsky.
Are you like holding on to me, or where am I?
I think you're still in his arms. Unless
I've got you
down.
in one arm, like in one hand, like holding you back. And
There
then
will be a reckoning for this.
Just
Modified
hold your
20.
damn horses.
Ooh.
I got a 13.
That's good. Look away, Oceana.
I got a 5.
You see, both of you. So, what did you get, Chomsky?
I got a 13.
13. Okay, so you two managed to kind of start opening up the hatch, and it's pretty quick, quietly going as you all open it up and you look out. Both of you make perception checks.
Just Lucky and Chomsky.
Yeah,
Okay.
or not Lucky. Chomsky and Ruby. Lucky, as you're going up the stairs, you hit the exact same spot.
I got a 12.
And then
Natural
you're up.
20.
12, natural 20?
Yeah.
Chomsky, you don't see anything. But
because I was woken up by a damn bright light.
you're still blinded. You can't see shit.
No.
To be fair, the rest of us are blinded now too.
What?
Rilka gouged her eye out.
Okay. You Chomsky, you don't see anything, but with your natural 20, you also see something hiding in the barrel. Which is kind of hard because you're at a higher point where you are Lucky, Rilka, you're here, and Ruby, Chomsky, you're both here, and the barrels are like right here.
Whoa.
Yeah. And you see like the top of it like shaking a little bit.
Someone go sit on it.
Can we see each other like poking out of the hatches now?
Oh, they heard you poke out of the hatch.
But can we see each other?
Yes.
Can I at least look out the hatch a little bit?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to step out of the hatch and start slowly approaching the barrel.
Okay.
Is it just one barrel that we've seen?
Yeah, you see it's just, you only see the movement in the one barrel. And it has a lid on as well.
Can I look around, like, not around the barrel? Just to check.
Anything heavy we could put on the barrel?
Sure, make another perception check.
That's a good idea.
15.
Not at the moment. Where are you looking?
I want to look kind of like behind where I am.
You're like at the back of the ship.
Okay,
So like
then I want to
you
look
don't
past where the others are.
you don't see anyone down there.
Okay.
Okay. So what was everyone else doing? Sorry.
I second Rilka's question. Is there anything heavy on the deck that we could possibly put on top of the barrel?
Would there be? I suppose probably. What would it be?
Sandbag counterweight? I don't know.
I like that. Yeah, there's a couple of
Yeah.
sandbags that you use to counter the sails.
I'm gonna look at Rilka and like look at the sandbag and look at her and like look at the barrel. Try and like
And I'm still just like, am I still in your arm? Like, are you still holding me here?
no, I let you go now. I'm gonna
Okay.
nonchalantly try to walk towards one of the sandbags.
I scoot towards the sandbag, but then I try to lift it up and realize I have tiny arms.
You two tag team in the sandbag. You pick it up.
And then
Can I knock on the? So it's on top of the barrel.
I don't think we were near the barrel yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
we're just
approaching the
carrying it.
barrel.
I'm gonna look at you, Rilke. One, two, and then take off and run towards the barrel with the sandbag.
Okay, I do
Alright.
that.
Both of you make initiative rolls.
Oh God. 14.
5.
Oh, okay. You both, you both are running. Who got the 5? Lucky.
Yeah.
You see, like, Rilke overhead, like carrying the bag, and you're struggling to keep up. Both of you manage to put the barrel on top of it, or the sandbag on top of the barrel. As you both are running over there, you hear a loud tearing noise coming from where the barrel is.
Hello?
You weren't hear anything.
Bonjour?
Listen, we know you're in there. It'll just be easier for all of us if you just tell us what's going on. How'd you get on our ship? What do you want here? We really don't want any trouble. We've been through enough fight in the last couple days. It's the middle of the night. I just want to get some sleep. And you somehow managed to get on the deck of a flying ship in the middle of the night and hide in a barrel. So I don't think you really want to fight either since you're hiding in a barrel. Let's just talk.
You don't hear anything.
I look through the hole in the barrel.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
It's dark. It's really dark.
Yeah,
It's a barrel. It's the inside of a barrel at night.
Yeah, that's a dark barrel there, bud.
Well, I mean, there's ways we can get light in here. Are Ruby and Chomsky here yet?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
I literally have a light cantrip.
Well,
you see reflecting off the moonlight. You see Chomsky looking out at the moon with his moon out, his ass like hanging out.
I cast light on my dagger, and then I kind of hold it near the like hole. And I'm like, "Hello."
You don't see anything in there, but you do see there is like a jagged, almost carved hole at the bottom of the barrel, and it looks like it pops down into lower deck, the lower deck. And you see like a bunch of spilled potatoes like all over.
I start pushing the barrel out of the way. Well, he's downstairs now.
Great.
Got it. You should have left me there.
I go back the way we came from.
All right, are you stealthing or are you running?
I'm just gonna run.
All right, you just run. You see Ruby just start booking it down there. Rilke, you're looking at the hole.
I jump in the hole. I'm pissed. No one fucks with our potatoes.
You jump in the hole. Does anyone else go down?
I'm going to run back the same way that I came out, too.
All right.
I watch the hole.
Chomsky, make a perception check.
Ice fishing.
That's not gonna happen. I got a 5.
You're caught up in the voluptuous moon of yours.
That is the D&D ass.
When the moon hits, you're right.
You two both make perception checks as you run down there.
Who too? Me too?
Rilke, and Ruby.
Okay.
Modified 20.
Modified 20.
14.
14. Both of you can see. You both can see. This like. It's hard to describe, but it looks like like about a small human boy with bright blue hair, almost kind of like reflecting off of like through the hole in the moonlight. As you almost jump on top of him, Rilke, you see him like look up and go, "Whoop!" And then you see him run into Chomsky's room and closes the door. And he hears
Fuck.
Lucky, make a perception check.
Mm, 15.
15. You're just as you're being distracted by the beautiful moon that is Chomsky's butt, and you're heading downstairs. A glance of light catches you at the top of the crow's nest. Some kind of glint of light catches you.
I must stop and look up there.
It almost looks like you see something shiny, like hanging up inside the Raven's Rook.
Hell, like, is it moving?
You can see it shuffling about a little bit.
Chomsky.
What?
I'm just gonna point up at the crow's nest without saying anything.
I look up. Do I see
Looks
anything?
like the only intruder went down below. We should go down and check. And I'm gonna make my way over to the the ladder to the crow's nest.
Okay, make a deception check, Chomsky. You see this like glowing, like almost looks like some kind of glowing object, like shuffling about at the top of the Raven's Rook as well.
It's a nat 20 on my deception check.
What did you get, Chomsky?
I got a 13.
All right, both with that together, you see this looks like this like about 11-year-old boy with this like gold, like almost goldish bronze hair that's kind of like in a ruffled mess, kind of like mine is, but a little bit longer, a little bit more full. And you see them like poke their head over, and they like and then they look around. Both of you make stealth checks. Oof, that's pretty good.
14.
I too got 14.
Okay. You see the both of the boy like looks up and goes, "Ah!" And then you see him duck back down.
Well, he saw us.
Yeah, where's he gonna go?
Ruby, Rilka, what are you both doing? You saw this bright blue-haired boy run into Chomsky's room.
I run into the room.
It appears to be locked or jammed of some kind.
Not a problem with my lock picking kit. I start working out doing that, breaking into Chomsky's room.
All right, make a lock-picking check.
Cleo's literally sitting on my dice.
Think of a number, then say it out loud.
89.
The lock explodes. No.
Chomsky no longer has a lock.
I got a 16.
With 16, you manage to, like you normally do, Rilka, you break into one of your friend's quarters. And you hear the lock tick open, and then you push on the door and nothing happens. It opens a little bit.
I just ram my body into the door.
Make an athletics check.
The meme, let me in, let me in. I got a 17.
17? Wow, that's with a 17, you managed to bust the door breaking off its hinges as Ruby looks in shock as the door smashes and you see an armoire fall onto the bed and crush half of Chomsky's bed.
That's why we woke you up.
You see out of a
Anyone
porthole
asks,
window.
it wasn't me.
Both of you see this bright blue-haired boy look at you with his blue eyes and looks at you and goes, "Uh-oh." And you see him, he has the unmovable rod in his hands. And it looks like a bag of something.
Can I cast Calm Emotions? on
Calm
him?
Emotions?
Yeah.
What does Calm Emotions do?
I attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group or one. In a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the point I chose, they must make a charisma saving throw. Or they can choose to fail it. You know.
That is like a 22. So
Oh, that wins.
unfortunately, they do beat it as they look at you. You see, Rilka, do you do anything?
Trying to decide if it'd be a bad idea to cast heat metal on that rod. I feel like I don't want to hurt them just yet. Give me a second. Can I cast polymorph on them and turn them into a puppy?
I believe you can. Let me look up their saving throw. What is that? Is that a charisma saving throw?
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw. Oh boy. Oh, okay, that's not bad. So what number do they need to beat?
Well, let me go look it up. Oh wait, no, it's my thing, right?
Yeah, it is.
That's 15.
15? Oh, I rolled an 18. So unfortunately, the polymorph spell, I'm rolling great tonight on this one dice, guys. This is amazing. You see, as the polymorph spell doesn't work, you see them kind of turn, almost feeling this, like, you hear them go, and then they look at you. They, like, squint at you, and then you see them open up the port window, and they, like, shimmy out with the rod and jump.
Oh shit, I should have cast heat metal.
Like, is that out of the ship?
Out of the ship.
Oh no!
They jump out of the ship.
I run to the window to look out. Like,
You see this child like falling through the air and then end over end as you see it tries to reorient itself and presses the rod and it presses the button and you see the child. Please tell me they have a. Oh, that's pretty good. You see the child as they fall and they hit the rod, and you hear a scream from below go, as you see the child has landed on their, some say their
Oh no.
their private parts.
oh no.
As you see the child hanging there out as the ship is being pulled away. Chomsky, Lucky, what are you two doing?
We're killing the boy up
What?
there.
All right, so you both are heading up there.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe we just like maybe we let him. Maybe we wait.
Why'd I bring my sword? You woke me up for this.
I mean, let's just table that. That's plan B.
Look, all I'm hoping is, I hope nobody broke into my room. All I want to do is get back to bed.
Good thing
Well,
you have a spare room.
hopefully we can. I'm sure the other two handled the one down there. I mean, it was a child. What worse could it do, you know?
We don't know if it was a child. We know this one's a child. We could use this one as leverage, but we have to torture it first to get more information.
At about this time, you hear a high-pitched scream that both of you recognize as the only sound it could be in the universe is some young boy getting their genitals squashed by something.
I'm guessing.
All right, well, that answers that.
You see the young boy up top go, "Are you okay?" And you hear a voice way back behind go, "Just get out of there!"
Well, do you want me to climb up? Do you want to climb up? Should we wait? I don't know.
You climb up, and I'll stay down, just in case the guy jumps.
Right.
Make an
I'll
athletics
catch
check.
him with my sword.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Chomsky, are you readying an attack?
Oh, that's
Huh?
Are you readying an attack?
No, I'm not.
that's a nat one.
Nat 1. You see about halfway. You get about halfway up as you then promptly, like, the wind picks up for a moment and you lose your grip as you fall back and you almost land onto Chomsky. As you take 5 points of damage.
Good. All right. New plan.
Should I go up now?
No. Don't you have a featherfall coin, you son of a bitch?
Well, no, it's in my room. All I brought was my sword.
Now, listen here.
Yeah, where'd you pull that from? Sorry.
Listen here, kid. Why don't you just come down? I'm not gonna hurt you. Just
No
come down and
guarantees for me. I'm telling you this.
just come down and talk. We'll figure this out. You know, we all know kids do dumb things. I was there once. Chomsky was probably there last week. Just you know,
Make a persuasion check. Oh, that's not good.
23.
Yeah, I rolled a 3. You see this like bright haired kid, and you can see the hair sticking out even amongst it all. And you see the kid like pull its head up, and you see it's like almost like a better nature kind of take over and go, "You're not gonna be mad?"
Nope, not gonna be mad. I just want answers.
We were trying to rob you.
Well, I mean that's what I figured. But the other, well, why don't you just come down here? We can talk.
You hear a voice way from behind. You hear a,
No.
You hear a voice way off in the distance. Brom! Brom!
Is that your
Can
buddy
I
back there?
jump after him?
Yeah, you see up on the Raven's roof. Oh, you see what?
I mean, I got feather fall, so can I also try to jump out and grab the rod?
Okay, yeah.
I got a backup plan, don't worry.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, you
I mean, I don't really care about the rod. It's the bag of shit he has.
I got an 18.
18. You
Like, give me
manage
something to hold on to.
you don't smash your genitals, but you do manage to feather fall and land directly where you see this bright blue-haired kid. As you see the airship be pulled away from you, as you are now sitting in the middle of the ocean on this floating, immovable rod with this child across from you, who's like crying tears in pain.
They'll come back for me. So, who the fuck are you? I'm assuming Ruby saw me do this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ruby's watching as Ruby pulls away at like, I think 40 feet every 6 seconds.
Bye.
Uh,
Can I slow the ship down?
yeah, you could start it. You can
I'm
start
gonna
it.
go do that.
Okay. All right, Ruby's doing that. So what? Where were we at?
Are we over the ocean?
Yes, you are. There's
Yeah, it's
nothing but
fine.
ocean around you,
Uh,
and you're on a rod with this boy. And you see the little boy say, "So how about you two come up and get me?
No,
I'm
I
scared of heights."
don't. Did you just see me bust my ass? I'm not gonna climb up there a second time.
That's fair. I respect that.
So
How
I
old
mean,
are you?
old enough.
Yeah, you look old.
I don't think
Sorry,
I'm
is that rude?
I mean, it's not the best manners, but you know, you'll learn.
Well, yeah, I need a. Oh my God, is that man naked? That is the biggest dick I've ever seen.
Well,
That's my
I mean,
sword.
Oh, oh, thank God, it was glistening. Oh my God, I'm way too young to be seeing things like this, you know.
Well, all right, let me come get you.
oh,
All right, go make it. The kid's like, oh no, I don't know if I really want you to.
Too late. I'm already making my way up there.
You see the kid like
Athletics?
start to scramble back, and he has this big backpack on his back.
At what point
I
is
got
this illegal?
17.
17. You start end over end climbing up as the kid's like, ah! As you see him start climbing down the other end of the rope. Like, I'm going. And you get about halfway through, and you see the kid looking over the edge of it, looks over, looks back at you, looks over, and then quietly comes back down to the edge of the boat. And right now you see this like very small boy kind of dressed in like blue, this like blue, like this kind of like bluish green outfit of like, it looks like just kind of different layers of clothes put on top of each other. all of it's kind of torn up and raggedy. As this like 10, 11, 12-ish year old boy is like, pardon me, he has golden hair. He looks at you and goes, so you're not mad?
I mean, not
You
mad.
asked me?
A little
Both of you.
disappointed.
I
Little
never guaranteed I wasn't gonna be mad.
To be honest.
Chomsky's superhero lands.
You know, how about we? Why is the ship slowing down?
It's been about a minute, and you see the Rilka, the ship. You can't see the ship.
Are we able to stop but stay in the air?
Make a tinkering check or navigation check. With,
Okay.
proficiency.
Ooh, I'm proficient, guys. Investigation? Navigation? What's
Navigation.
navigation?
It's intelligence.
Oh, okay. I'm not smart. But that's a modified 20.
Modified 20. You do manage to slow the ship down to a slow crawl. It's still moving about like 5 feet every 6 seconds,
Okay.
but not the speed it once was. But yeah, you see this boy kind of come up to you as you see Chomsky's superhero land like naked next to Lucky. Goes, nice.
Let's just Chomsky, why don't you go put some clothes on? Let's just keep
All right,
level.
I go
here.
downstairs to my room.
Why don't we
I
go?
see it's a fucking mess.
Why don't we go down? We'll go to the mess hall and we'll just talk.
Don't say that about my room.
He looks at you and goes, "Oh, we gotta go back and get my buddy." And you
I
see him
don't-
like
I'm
yell
not-
out, "Rom!
We'll come
Rom!"
back. I mean, it sounds like the ship's slowing down, so the others must already know. So
I
when we
hope
turn
so.
around, let's just, why don't you and me go?
Make okay. I think he looks at you too and says, "All right, sure." Well, Lucky's Chomsky's already down, gone. As you all are coming down the hatch, you see Chomsky just like seething as the doors had broken in on like off the hinges. You see the armor has crushed most of his bed. You see like gold coins spilling out from underneath the mattress. And you see like Chomsky's room has been ransacked.
What
You were-
shit was taken?
Do you spend a second to look at it all?
Yes. More
Looks
than
like-
a second.
It looks like all the fruit you had, the fruit spells that you had, the magic fruit are gone. It looks like your rod of the immovable rod is gone. Your headband of parkour is gone, and you see like about 50 gold is gone.
Okay. So my armor is intact. I
Your
put my
armor is
armor on.
there.
I start putting my armor on.
Okay. Real quick.
And my weapons.
And my axe.
And my gun.
And my gun. And my gun. Lega gun. I can't remember. Rilka, you are currently. You hear the.
I didn't just throw my dice over the bed. It's fine.
That's funny. You're sitting. You're sitting on a rod. This immovable rod, kind of like off to the side, witch style. As you see, this kid has now just started to recover. The airship is gone. You have no idea where it is. You were on this rod in the middle of the ocean.
Listen, kid. I don't know about you, but I got some mad druid powers. And I can transform into a fish if I need be. I don't know if you're that lucky, so how about you tell me what you're doing here? And why are you trying to steal our shit?
My name's not Lucky.
That's my name.
Yeah, from the distance, you hear it in the wind. Well, what? That was kind of cool how you jumped out of that. Thought that was kind of dumb, but you did it really well. You shouldn't jump out of places unless you have a parachute. Do you know what a parachute is? You don't know what a parachute is.
How old is this kid?
Probably like 12.
Okay. So, how good you swim, kid?
Probably better than you.
Okay, clearly intimidation's not going to work.
You can roll to intimidate if you want.
No, I said that out loud.
Oh. You see him
Listen.
like put his hand on where the button is. Goes, want to see something funny?
That's not smart. He's holding 50 gold in that bag. He's gonna drown. This kid's gonna drown.
I grab onto his shirt really tight.
You see him click the
Try
button
it.
and you start to fall 30 feet, 30, 40, 50 feet, 60 feet. And
To
then he
be
clicks
fair,
it
I
again
have
and you
feather-
both jump to a stop.
Well, I have feather fall, so what happens if I'm holding on to him?
Make an athletics check.
16.
16. That is a natural one. You see him click the rod, and then as you grab him, you pull him away from the rod, and you both start to fall away from it.
And did the rod? So is the rod just falling into the water now?
No, the rod is stationary. You two are slowly starting to fall past it. Make a strength saving throw to grab the rod.
7.
Both of you see
Wait,
the rod
hold
just
on,
there
hold
in the
on,
air. Uh-huh.
Did the featherfall action happen after he pressed it? After he fell, or
I'm
was this-
assuming that she did it at the same time.
Well, I think the feather fall is like a ring I'm wearing, so I think it's just always active, right?
You have to spend an action to do it.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm feather falling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it. So, wait, so if he pressed the button and then they were falling, but he didn't press the button again.
He did press the button again, but Rilka jerked him away from it.
When did he press the button again?
When I said he fell for like 60. You all both fell for 60 feet. He clicked it, and then Rilka like featherfalled and jerked him away from it.
Oh, I see. I thought she did that before he was like, all right, the sequence of events is not clear. It was not clear before.
Oh, okay. But yeah, right now you two are like slowly going past the rod.
Are we far
Rilka,
enough away where he can't grab it?
You both, yeah. He is like hopped onto you. And he goes, "We should probably get that."
Yeah, we should, shouldn't we? How about you tell me while we're here, while we're slowly falling?
You see the water's about like 100 feet below you. Don't
worry, I got time.
I was robbing
Don't
you.
worry
I was robbing you. We were robbing you. That's fine, all right? We were robbing you.
How'd you get onto our ship?
Magic.
What are you?
You see them kind of like smile with like a toothy grin, and they go, "I'm surprised you don't recognize me. I mean, it's your buddy Lucky that taught me how to steal in the first place." And you see them
I knew it.
turn in. You see a puff of smoke as you see these large blue wings shoot out as you are now hanging onto its leg. As you see this large, about 10 feet long, about 10 feet long, about 5-6 feet tall dragon, blue dragon, looking at you with this glistening, toothy grin, as they say, "But I think I'm going to be fine." And you see them kick you, and they start to fly away from you as they try to drag you off of them.
So,
Mm-hmm.
go. What were you gonna say?
I was going to ask you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well,
You're a caster. You probably have a good one.
I got a 3.
Oh, that's less good. What was a
Casters don't count with that.
DC 16? As you see it, just you unfortunately do not succeed as he kicks you off, and you still have your feather fall that you can activate. So you fall for about another 30 feet as you see him fly back up to where the rod is and kind of perch on it like a giant bird on a bird cage. And then he looks at you and says, "Do you want some help?"
No. It's, I got this.
You're about to drown. I'd feel really bad if I killed you. I don't want that on my conscience.
Yeah, it's fine. I rip off a patch from my cloak, and I have a rowboat patch.
That's unfortunate because I was sleeping with the rod, right?
Um,
I'm bonded to that rod, so I call it back to me.
if the rod isn't a weapon, you can't bond
No,
to it.
but I can bond to anything that I can throw, and I'm assuming I can throw that.
Here, let me pull it up. That would be really funny.
Too bad I already used my polygon.
Oh no. Weapon bond. You perform the ritual over the course of an hour, which can be done during a short rest. One must be within your reach during the ritual. You can't be disarmed of that weapon unless you are incapacitated. It is on the same plane. If it is on the same plane of existence, you can summon the weapon as a bonus action to your turn, causing it to teleport to your hand. You can have up to 2 bonded weapons, but can summon only one at a time with your bonus action. Do you attempt to bond with the third weapon? Technically, the rod, the immovable rod, isn't a weapon. It's a magic item.
All right. Well, I'm fine losing it. It's useless anyway. Can we kill the kid now?
We don't know what's going on down there.
You all,
So I'm just in a rowboat in the ocean.
yeah,
now.
Rilka, you pull in a patch, and then you see, you like pop into this rowboat, and it's like kind of like rough waves as we're in the ocean. It's calm for the night it is, but it could have been a lot worse if it was a stormy day or something like that.
That's fine. They'll find me.
You see the dragon fly down closer and go, Do you want to lift?
I don't know. Are you gonna give me? Are we friends? What are we?
Kind of like frenemies of some kind, you know.
What does this make us?
I come out and I'm like telling them the situation with Rilka.
Yeah, Lucky Chomsky, you both have just sat down with Brahm, and Brahm is like looking at you both and like looks like they're eating a potato of yours.
Do I have my armor on now?
Yes, you do.
So, just tell me, enlighten me. How did you get on our ship anyway?
Magic?
Okay, what kind of magic?
Flying magic?
Did you fly? Did you were you riding something that was flying?
Yes.
Was it the dragon that was following us?
No.
Insight check.
Yeah, what's
Actually, I don't need to insight check. Never mind.
You don't need to?
I'll insight check him. That is 19.
19? This kid is fucking lying. But also at the same time, they're lying about something very clearly, but what they said wasn't exactly a lie.
I'm gonna reach over, just grab the potato, take it away.
You seem kind of like reach after it, like
just tell me the truth, and you can have this potato. I'll even, we could even cook the potato for you. I can get you some water if you want some of that. Got some other food too.
He looks at you, Chomsky, and goes, "Naked man, make him give back the potato."
I'm not naked anymore. I don't respond to that.
What do you like to go by?
I like to go by Chomsky.
Hello, Chomsky. It's nice to meet you.
Champion Chomsky, because I'm a champion.
Oh, I like that. That's nice, Champion Chomsky. And you go by Lucky, right? Fuck. I mean, what's your name?
How did you know that?
Nowhere. And you see the kid like stand up very suddenly.
I'm behind him.
Well, now this just got a whole lot more interesting.
I draw my sword because I sense something is afoot.
The kid gets
Now,
Now
dragon,
listen
not a
here, you little shit.
Chomsky, is
My
that
room
really
is a mess.
necessary?
Things have been stolen.
It wasn't me. You saw I was up there the entire time. I was only supposed to
Yeah.
parachute away.
Now tell us the truth, or you don't want to know where the pointy end of this sword's gonna end up.
I kind of do, actually.
I don't think you do.
Make an intimidation check, Chomsky.
What is intimidation? Charisma.
Charisma.
That is a 14.
14. I rolled a 7. So they look at you and go, all right, this was Brahms' idea, okay? Okay, this isn't our fault. We just saw it again. We thought we'd try it. I didn't think we'd actually... We're probably going to give the stuff back, maybe. I don't know.
Wait, saw it again?
Yeah. You probably don't recognize me. I was covered in blood the last time you saw me.
Do I understand now?
It's starting to dawn on you, yeah.
This is someone only Lucky knows, right?
No.
No, we met these things before.
Oh,
So-
I don't think you were at that.
Was it a
session.
session I wasn't at?
Probably.
Probably.
Okay.
Probably not.
Basically, I taught a young dragon how to steal things.
A young who how to steal things?
Dragon.
Yeah.
But why?
Because they tried to rob us and they didn't do well, and so I tried to, I'm trying to
Well,
turn
look how
over
that turned
things
out.
and not kill things all the time.
Okay.
What's in his bag?
Wait, sorry, one more question. Do all of our characters know that Lucky did this?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
were all a part of it. You were helping teach Starblaze, the young blue dragon, how to rob.
Is Starblaze the one with me or with them?
Yeah, Starblaze is the one with you.
Okay.
The other one you only saw for a moment was Brinsop. That's the other copper dragon that you saw for just a moment.
Okay.
But you see them kind of looking around like, we should probably go find Starblaze though. It's us. Ta-da! I got tired of fighting him all the time, so he said that we could go and have adventures together. And I don't know, I always wanted more friends, and you always talked about how cool you were, Lucky, and how cool you were, Chomsky, and Ruby. You said you were kind of a stick in the mud, but I thought that was a little harsh.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, all that might be true, but I mean, we teach you guys how to do business, and this is how you repay us by coming back trying to rob us and doing it poorly again.
Well, no, I mean, if anything, one of us got away for sure, and I could probably just bust out of here.
He didn't get away.
Where did he go?
Rilka went after him.
Well, do you think she got him?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check? Deception check? Whatever check that is.
Yeah. Okay. Deception. 16.
All right. With a 9, probably not gonna do it. I'm pretty sure. Whoop, sorry.
That's okay.
With a no, it doesn't. It does not pass it. Goes, oh my gosh. All right, then we gotta go back then. Look, we were just trying to practice our robbing skills. We were gonna go rob this train and then show you guys how well we've done, but then
Is a train.
okay, so they have this awesome thing called trains in Astia. I don't know if you've ever been there, but there's these they're like a bunch of horse carts without any horses that are ran on
All the horse.
black stuff. I don't know what it really is.
Well,
Kinda
that sounds
sounds
crazy to
weird.
me, but with the amount of crazy shit I've seen the last like 2 months, I'll
Yeah, we
believe it.
literally built a flying boat. So
We're
that
on a
doesn't
flying
sound so
ship right
crazy.
now, so
Well, I mean, I've seen one up in Sursalina anyway, but like, and Chomsky, as you're digging through the bag, you see that this, it's like a big canvas tarp with ropes, and you see, him looking. No, don't talk. I gotta refold that now.
What is
Got
this
caught, that's the
weird
business.
thing?
I
It's a
got it
tent?
up. Yeah, it's like a tent, but you wear it on your back, and then when you jump out of tall places, it like pops out. They called it a paracheat.
can't you fly?
You seem like kind of like genuinely like perplexed for a moment, like the idea that hasn't like occurred, and then it's like then you see him like mumble to himself like Starboy thought it would be cool, okay?
I mean, that is pretty cool, but
Look,
still.
look. You don't need to use crutches, all right? Just leave this with us. Leave the parakeet with us.
No, it's pronounced paracheat, all right?
All
Make
right,
a persuasion
whatever.
check.
Persuasion that. Good thing I get advantage on charisma throws.
Oh, it's not a throw, it's an ability check.
Oh, it is? Oh, well,
Yeah.
I got a 13.
You got a 13? I rolled a natural 1. He looks at you and goes, "That's fair, mister," and he gives it to you.
Oh, nice.
Because goddamn what a I'm back, baby. I'm back. Right now, Rilka, we'll cut back to you. You're in your like little your like rowboat. And you're like trying to row against the waves, and you see Starblaze just kind of like floating above you, and like.
This went a lot better in my head.
So, do you still do a lot of drugs?
I'm trying my best. I show him my chip. Also, speaking of the drugs, I feel like I know you, but there's a lot of episodes where it just feels like someone else was running my life a little bit, and I may not remember you.
Yeah, drugs are a really serious problem. You should not do drugs. Drugs are bad for you. And you see him like kind of start to land, and you see him land on the other end of the boat, and you see it picks up, and then you see him transform back into the small boy, and he says, "Yeah, well, I tried to rob you a long time ago, and my buddy Brinsop was trying to stop me. Instead, I turned him to a life of crime. So now we're trying to do this as a test to prove our strength. I thought you had another one of these people. What happened to that one elf?"
Oh, she decided to be a do-gooder.
You see Starblaze spit. Do-gooders are the worst.
Everyone's got to leave sometime, I guess.
Yeah.
Trying to row.
All by myself. So you and Starblaze are just sitting in the boat.
So, what was the grand plan if you had gotten away with it?
I mean, we would have probably returned the stuff later.
Then that doesn't make you a very good thief, does it?
Well, no, it was supposed to be a test to show how good we've gotten. We actually got a really good deal to go do this train robbery, but we thought it'd be kind of cool to show you how much we've learned.
Oh shit, I love trains.
Oh, you know what a train is?
Oh, of course.
No, not many people know what a train is. It's good.
I got a memory
train
foam.
lovers.
You think I don't know what a train is?
At this point, it cuts back. Have you turned around, Ruby?
What?
The airship? Or are you just slowly going forward?
Oh no.
No,
You're
Ruby's
still-
just.
They're gone. It's been about like 15 minutes, Rilka. You haven't fucking seen hide nor tail of anything.
You know, my friends, like, we're a family, you know, they wouldn't just leave me behind.
It cuts back, and you're all just kind of hanging out with Brinsop.
I talked to Brinsop about how cool the craftsmanship on this parakeet is.
Yeah, he shows you. He kind of starts to talk about the ideas and the mechanisms behind it, and how you have to fold it in a certain way. And he's getting really excited about it.
I take notes, and then since I used to be a tinkerer or a master tinkerer, I like start working out in my mind how to make it more efficient, and I give him like my ideas. Like, here's what you could do to make it better.
Make a tinkering check with your intelligence and proficiency bonus.
Good thing I have some intelligence.
It's your magic stat. You should.
I got 16.
Okay. You both of you kind of go back and forth. You're like writing down notes and you're making alterations to it. Like if you do it like this, it can fold up faster. As you will both kind of get into this heated conversation about this, like trying to make the best parakeet. Ruby, what are you doing?
I should turn the boat around, shouldn't I? I just realized this.
Rinse up looks. You hadn't done that yet?
I'd leave.
It's like a sitcom.
You turn the boat around. Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Gosh.
Because you're trying to pilot in the dark and you don't know where you're going.
And I can't see it.
And you're trying to find a very small speck in the ocean.
I don't even know where they are. That's perception. Disadvantage. That's a 10.
10.
Don't you have a light thing? You could use a beacon of light thing.
That would not help me in this situation.
Can I just be also Cannon singing really loudly in the rowboat, like singing sea shanties?
At this point, Starblaze is like rowing
I'm looking for
with
the
you.
bright blue.
When the moon hits your eyes.
Do you always sing when you're scared?
I always sing with every emotion.
I respect that. I respect that. Do you ever think it'll look kind of weird having like a 10-year-old kid like row your boat for you?
I try not to dwell on perceptions.
Respect. You go turn around and it's been about 20 minutes. You don't fucking see them.
Any minute now, my best friends will come for me. Stand by me
Us? Like,
when you're not strong.
Make a perception
All right.
check. Real cut. I didn't mean for us to get caught up on this so much.
I'm
I
gonna
also
go.
didn't think anyone would get left behind.
You're welcome. 17.
Ooh.
You can see off in the distance. You can see the airship heading the wrong way. You're more to the west, and it is heading more south.
Can
Give
I
me
go
a
up
second.
and check on Ruby and like how's it going up here? Are we?
I don't know where they are.
You're
Can
a
I?
human, right?
Huh?
You're a human.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
Oh,
It's a full moon though.
Yeah, it's pretty bright, but
good thing I have dark vision.
Please help me.
for 30 feet.
Also, I cast light on my dagger again. I'm just like waving it around, but more in like, not because I'm trying to get their attention, but at this point, because I'm using it like a lighter.
For your own singing.
Yeah.
At this point, Prince Starblaze is also singing like "When the moon hits your eye." Lucky, make a perception check.
13.
13. Ruby, make a perception check.
Net 20.
Lucky, working together with Ruby, both of you see a little like dinghy off in the water, and it has this bright light on, and it's flashing back and forth.
Reckon that's them?
Probably.
All right.
You start bringing it down, and as the airship gets closer,
Wait. I don't want to put it in the water. I don't know how many holes there are.
You bring it close to the surface as you're coming lower and lower to the ground. Rilka, as Chomsky, what are you doing?
That's amore.
Starblaze looks and goes, "Oh, that's good. Oh shoot, your friends are coming. We gotta make sure we get that rod. We still gotta get that rod back."
I think that's gone, my dude.
I feel so bad. I didn't mean for us to lose it.
Well, just shows, you don't always have to get an A on the first try.
Shoot,
You learn more from your mistakes.
Here, I feel like I should go look for it, but I don't know if I'll find it. Do you want to come with me?
let's just go talk to them for a second.
All right,
Mostly,
but
it's cold as hell out here.
make sure they don't know who I am.
Uh,
It's a secret, all right? Promise me. We sang Amore together. We are bonded souls deeper than any real friends.
can I put my hand on the side of his face? That's all I've ever wanted to hear from somebody.
At
You
this
got
point,
it, my dude.
you're lifted up along with your rowboat. You know, you all working together, pull it up. And at this point, you see Brinsop and Starblaze. Starblaze, but Brom, you're here, and you see him like give a big hug, and he says, "I see you got caught." Typical. And you see Brom like, oh, a little bummed about it, but he knows he's kidding. Yeah, and you're all on the deck together. It's just like a quiet moment.
I knew you guys would find me.
I thought you could fly.
I never said I could fly. I'm just falling with style.
All right.
But again, he's a dragon. He can fly.
You see Starblaze look over and go, "Nah, he's not a dragon. Why would he be a dragon? That's ridiculous. You're stupid. Not a dragon. He's not a dragon."
Yeah, definitely not a dragon.
See,
Wink.
look at that.
He's talking
Rocco.
about the person now.
I'm talking about him. I'm not a dragon either. Neither of us are dragons.
I know who you are. Your friend gave it up.
See his jaw, Starblaze's jaw just drop and go, "I thought we had something special." And then he looks at you, Roka, and says, "New best friend."
That's what's up.
And then you see Brimsop get closer to Chomsky. Goes, "Well, fine then. I guess we'll have new friends." And then you see Starblaze go, "Fine, I guess we will." And you see Starblaze get closer to you, Rilka.
What is going on right now?
Have you guys met my new best friend?
And then you see Starblaze goes, "You know what? This was supposed to be a good time. We're supposed to get together with everybody, have some laughs, do a quick fake robbery, and it's had to turn out like this. We're just gonna ask you to rob a train, and it was gonna be great. But you know what, Brimsop? I see you turned tail. You didn't even try." Brimsop's like, "No, I definitely tried. You gotta believe me. I really tried." And you see
He did
Starblaze.
try. He tried his best, but I mean,
You see Starblaze.
You know what's
like,
weird? You know what's weird? Brinsop said he was afraid of heights. He's a dragon.
Brimsop like kind of like pulls away from you a little bit and says, "Don't make fun of me."
Oh.
Look, man. I'm just saying.
Look, you don't think it's funny for me too? And Starblaze is like, "And you're even afraid of height." And you see Starblaze is like, "You know what? I'll be back later. I need to go take a flight." And you see him like hop off. He just jumps off the edge. As you see this like a magical explosion from below, as you see a blue dragon sail out into the sea, flying away. And then you see Brimsop, this coppery golden-haired boy, kind of looking around and go, "Well, it's all right. Can I stay the night with you guys?"
I think that'd be fine. As long as you don't try to rob us again.
No, of course. And you see that actually Starblaze has dropped off all your stuff, Chomsky. All the fruits, all your gold is back. All your materials have been returned, except you don't see the immovable rod.
Oh man. Where's my rod? That's the only thing that's the only thing that's kept me intact when I sleep, you know. Technically, generally I'm a pretty crazy sleeper.
You sleep with that thing? That's really dangerous.
Theoretically, it ripped through the ship because it stops moving and the ship keeps moving forward.
I didn't say that I activated it. I'm just saying
Firm rod.
comforts
You're
my
asleep.
body.
He's like,
I like that
wrapped
that's
around it.
just out there now, though. Like, there's just gonna be like a rod that's just stuck in midair.
For
A ship
eternity.
is gonna sail by that and it's gonna rip through the sail.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
but-
We basically
ship?
just created the Bermuda Triangle for this universe.
I mean, it's one immovable rod. But
I
What's the
cast
worst it could
multiply.
do?
I don't have that.
Montage
Oh.
of ships just
So-
running into it.
You all take it easy for the night now. After kind of catching your breath, you see Bryn Sop stays up a long time. You see him like kind of looking out for his buddy, waiting for Starblaze to come back. Eventually, he gives up and sleeps in. Do you go back to your room, Chomsky, or do you go to?
Do I have a room to go back to?
It's still there. It's just a little beat up.
I do want to check for holes.
Make a perception check.
17.
You're rolling great. You don't. You only see the hole at the top where it looks like they clawed through the deck, through the potato barrel. But you all
I'm probably not gonna go back to my room.
okay. Zariel's room is open, and I think there's probably one guest room as well.
Yeah, I'm moving to that one.
Okay, you see like Brimsop like come down and kind of like goes to the guest room that Ruby pointed out earlier. See him like kind of crank the door and he sees you in it. And then he closes the door and goes to the broken remains of your room. And like kind of like curls up on the broken bed. And you all
Look, I think to myself, you know, you sleep on the bed you made. They made that bed.
I'm gonna go look in Chomsky's room and see Brimsop and be like, "Come over here." I'm gonna lay out my bedroll on the floor.
yeah, Brimsop comes over and lays down on your bedroll. Says,
You just stay right
thanks. I snore. Does that bother you?
there. Not at all.
Oh, thank God. Starblaze does never stops complaining about it.
You gotta stand up for yourself.
Yeah, you think?
I think so. I think you got a lot of promise. You got potential. And you know, if he is your friend, he shouldn't be, putting you down all the time. It's not what friends do. Like in a joking way, yes, but that seemed real.
You see him pat your hand and thanks. I appreciate that. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
You do that. And also don't try and rob us again. If
What?
you
No.
can talk, you can just land on the deck, make your presence known, and we'll gladly just, visit with you.
Yeah, no. That sounds good. That sounds good. And you see Bryn Sop like do a couple of like turns, like 3 turns in a row, and then like curls up into a ball and falls asleep, which is impressive for like a humanoid to do that, to like turn their body inward. As you all go to sleep for the night, we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
I have to pee.
We all do.
Also, I gotta work tomorrow, so I'll probably have to leave around 9-ish.
I also have
Okay.
to work tomorrow, so 9-ish. Do we want to just?
Oh shoot! I didn't know you had to go at 9 as well, Letha. And I didn't know you had to go as well. Sarah, I'm sorry.
9:30.
I mean, yeah, I just work tomorrow and gotta wake up at 5. So
Whoops! I thought you worked Wednesday.
no, that's my day off.
Okay.
But I'm
Well-
also free next Monday theoretically.
Okay. Well, I'll go to the bathroom real quick and we can get back into it then. Keep moving at least more forward.
Or like if you guys just want to keep going, I can
You
leave
guys
now
have
because
plenty
it's a
of time.
good break point for me.
Sarah just said she could leave now since it's a good break point for her.
Okay.
If we want to keep going.
I mean, did we want to call it?
I don't know, everyone's gone.
Did we want to call it for the night, or do we want to stop here? Or like keep going a little bit longer?
Everyone's gone. We'll just wait for the break and then see what people want to do.
Okay. Sorry, Aletha, we haven't jumped into this yet.
Oh,
This this was planned for a while, but did you finish your character sheet?
Pretty much. Yeah. I believe.
Okay.
I mean, enough to play.
Okay, just let me know what you still have to finish up and I can help.
Okay.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I feel bad we haven't gotten to the lead scare yet. Yeah. Really happily.
I'll grab you brownie.
I really like this one.
They're so funny.
I wanted to like a moment of levity. I love this.
What? I'm always ruling.
What do you mean? Oh,
Me? Me?
you didn't stop.
I love feeling, but well, the middle meatball.
What?
Well, the middle meatball.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna push you a little bit.
I don't like it when it switches to a screen that nothing's on it. It makes me think there's a ghost there.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard you. Yeah, same.
Spooky.
Spooky.
So what are your hours now?
Right now they're 7:30 to 4.
Yeah, so we're both have to be at work early.
Yeah, and then Kevin also commutes with me, but he has the ability to actually get up in the morning, and I'm kind of a zombie. Or like I need a certain amount of sleep. But then I'm switching to
Is that too much light?
9:30 to 6.
Yeah, how are you doing it so far?
That's
But
not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I don't like getting home at 7 because it's really late.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then, but I might pick up some
Kinda like
extra
what we
time
just seen.
shifts, like extra shifts in the morning, so I can still commute with Kevin.
When you're
Even if I work 3
like a big
extra shifts.
pizza pie,
Wait, how
that's
many
amore.
hours a week are you working right now?
So right now I'm working 40, and then if I work extra time every day of the week, I can make an extra like $270.
That's a lot. That's nice.
I know, yeah, but I might only pick up 3 or try to pick up 3 a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So that would mean I make like 160 extra.
Nice.
Not bad. Thank you.
Is Cleo there? Cleo?
She's like at the end of the bed living her best life right now.
She's never been on the end of a bed ever. You're lying to me. She's
She
on your
literally-
face. I can see it.
She does that. You just gotta move her. And eventually she'll just kind of like hang out at the end of the bed. She does that also when she's needy though, so she was probably like lonely, and that's when she tends to sit on your face more.
She was very lonely yesterday.
Yeah. My bed is so full of hair right now, but like I'm not gonna wash it till after she goes home. So
I feel the same way. Like Cleo got on my bed, and I'm like,
I don't
things
know
will
if
not get better.
the bed in Evan's room is full of gray hair right now. So, like, I'm not gonna clean it up until like after Cleo's gone. But
When does she go in there?
she's gonna go home like on Saturday.
When
So
does she go in Evan's room?
whatever she wants. I leave the door open at night, or else she like gets mad and tries to like pull the door open.
We are the disciples. Cleo is the master.
Okay,
I love her.
That's why I'm trying to say, like, my mom and my sister are convinced she's gonna try to be like a mama to the new dog. I'm not so convinced. I'm a little worried, but we'll see.
Also, look at this pretty girl.
Aw.
I have been having a nice glow up. Thank you.
I just ordered Suki a no pull harness, so she'll hopefully be easier in the times to come.
Oh, great. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You do so good.
So I'm
Farted, and that was really rude.
Kyle, are you eating something, Kyle?
Maybe.
Okay, because you look like you had a weird bottom jaw in that little picture.
That's just how I am.
Don't you know?
We were going to ask, do we want to stop here for the night? Because Letha and Sarah need to go.
I mean, I can go until like 9:30, but
I'll probably regardless stop here. So like, don't make your decision just on me.
I'll call 9:30 the absolute latest that I should play because I still need to pack my lunch and get ready for bed and do the whole nighttime routine thing because yeah, I don't have time in the morning.
Yeah. Kevin, Kyle, Oceana, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, I'm definitely down to keep playing. I don't go to bed till like, I mean, I should go to bed at like earlier, but I usually stay up till midnight anyway, and then I get up at 5:45. So my sleep schedule's fucked no matter what.
Oh,
Kyle.
Why would you do that?
Sleeps for the week.
I'm weak.
I mean, you're
I
also waking up in the 5s. You need to go to bed.
Yeah. Even if we stop playing, I'm still gonna stay up. So
Don't tell Kyle what to do.
I'm not that strong.
Kevin, Oceana, you both want to keep going, or
I'm good to keep
I'm
going.
almost sleepy.
okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go.
Okay, we'll keep going a little bit. Well, for
Okay. I mean, Rilka had a good night. She's gonna have a spa night in her room and then just pass out through whatever's about to happen.
Nice.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right, later, Sarah.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, thanks for playing.
Thanks.
Who was that?
that joke never gets old.
I was just thinking the same thing, Kyle.
Suki's just chasing her tail, and it's the cutest thing.
Oh, Suki.
And then she just passed out. She chased her tail for like 5 rotations and then just fell on the floor. I love her. Oh,
Well, I guess we want to keep going then.
heck yeah.
Only thing I got to do tonight is apparently shave my arms. Ooh, look at those. Incredible. What? You're going to tickle me?
Yeah.
You were going to...
Get back to the game.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, we're still live. Don't flirt on the air.
God, don't make it gay. Sorry.
Stop that.
Okay, so it is the next morning. You all have slept rather well. You see that Brinsop is still asleep at your feet, Lucky. Not really at your feet, on the side of the bed. Just kind of passed out. You see they've kind of like opened up as the night went on. And Chomsky, you see with that roll. No way. That's incredible. Okay. Chomsky, you see in the when you wake up in the morning, you hear tapping on your window.
My window?
Yeah.
I look out. No, I just look at the window.
You see this long black rod clicking against your window.
A rod?
It might be.
Can I open my window?
Okay. Yeah, and you see the rod flies into the room and bounces off the wall. And you recognize this to be an immovable rod with a 25 perception check.
What?
To find it. You see a large snout looking through a little bit of the window. You see its eye, like looking in at you, and go, "I'm sorry," and you see it fly away.
What a good little beam.
I didn't think they were gonna get a 25. I was like,
That's quite it's quite the wake up. I thought that the stat the immovable rod somehow had 25 perception and found its way to me. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
I'm so sorry to get you so excited.
I was like, I'll never have to roll a poor perception again.
What is your rod eye see? Immovable rod, Roddy. I'm gonna call you Hot Rod.
I call him Dennis, the immovable rod man.
Ha! Kevin.
But you all wake up the next day, all getting ready for the day, and you continue along your path, heading towards Hearthhome. And at this point, you continue traveling for most of the day. You see that at this point, Grinsop has approached you, Chomsky, and says, "Hey, if you want, I can try to make you another one of those. If you want it."
A parachute? Parakeet?
What's a parachute? Yeah, a parakeet.
You don't have to make me one. You gave me yours.
Yeah, I had some time, and never mind. And you see, like, kind of like stump back upstairs.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna, never mind.
They're gone. You see them like as the day progresses. You don't see any sign of Starblaze again. As you see Brinsop just kind of looking out over the edge, just kind of like looking out longingly, wondering where Starblaze went.
You adopted a child?
Child dragon, you know.
About this time, it's the end of a day. You've Ruby, you recognize that you're going to get there bright and early tomorrow morning, probably about 6 or 7 a.m. at this rate.
Do I recognize the area?
You do recognize the area. You're actually, it's kind of weird because you recognize most of the area, but from a much different angle, where you're like, oh, I've been out on a boat in this area, you know, when I went deep sea diving, you know, things like that. But it's all from a different angle where you're seeing it from high up, like almost like a map, before you're used to seeing it at that point. Yeah, you see a bunch of different islands that you recognize, like Volcano Island or Wild Beast Island, which you know is just inhabited with monkeys.
Ooh.
Yeah, but just like you see a couple of the islands just like passing overhead. As you all are getting closer, I want to ask, do you bring the airship into the water as you're getting closer and closer to this, or do you fly into the city?
So
I mean,
go down.
yeah, that would be my.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea. It would be weird to like fly this into a city.
Especially a port.
Okay. You all are all right. So you bring the boat in, and you're sailing this way. So now your journey is going a lot slower, not having this magical engine pushing as hard as you'd like. As you all continue on your path, you see like Rilka's just kind of like hanging out most of the time. You see that she's like kind of like fiddling with her lute, trying to like get some notes right for a new song. You see her just like quietly, if you'd approach from behind, you'd see her going, Cheriel, Sariel, Sariel, Ariel, stupid. And you see her like rip up something and float over the edge. As it, you all go to bed that night and wake up, and Ruby, you stay up most of the night, kind of keeping track of it all, trying to get you to like going in into the port. As you see at the edge, as the sunrise is hitting, you see the city of Hearthhome approaching on the horizon. And what you recognize first is a lot of its you see it as like very bright, colorful architecture. A lot of the city is known. It's like known as one of the most colorful cities in the world, where you see there are different houses all like dyed with different colors. You see blues and reds and browns and greens and purples, all these, and these large purple tower kind of standing above it all, going up about 200 feet tall with like a giant wizard hat on. And you know that to be the Wizard and Witches Conclave. As you see it approach, but you see this building, like a lot of them, like you see that a lot of these buildings have like grown in size since you were last here, especially with because you haven't been. When was the last time you were back here?
When I was 14.
So it's been like 10 years at least.
More than 10 years.
Okay, so 10, 15, 20.
It's been about 12 years.
12 years. Okay. So in the 12 years, you see that a lot new construction has happened. You see like a lot of buildings. You see a lot of high-rising buildings. You see buildings that are about 7 or 8 stories tall. You see these like beautiful beaches, but you also see a lot of houses kind of being constructed along the beachfront, where before this used to be just kind of a lot of clean beaches. As you pull it into the port side, you see this like these gorgeous like red and green buildings like kind of lining the harbor there. As you see like what looks like a giant vessel, like about 3 or 4 times the size of yours. It looks like kind of a pleasure cruise vessel, as you see a bunch of sailors like getting it ready for the day. They're all in crisp white uniforms as they're working on different things. You managed to bring the boat in, and you everyone wakes up of their own accord, and you all see what
I didn't sleep.
you slept a little bit, but you woke up early. Yeah, I apologize.
I mean, it works. Maybe I didn't sleep.
Maybe you couldn't sleep. At this point, you all see this like colorful city kind of, and you hear a lot of this like, you can hear like the starts of the hustle and bustle as you see people like gathering like fresh fish for the first catch of the day is already going out. You see a lot of people in like these colorful shirts and pants all coming together, and they're all laughing and joking. Even at this early age, even these workers are seemingly happy. You see a lot of them have like flower like leis around their necks. You see a lot of them have like these big hats, and everyone's smiling and laughing. And you see before maybe you saw mostly you were one of the few like human families in this area, where now you see a lot of different elves and orcs and or half orcs and humans and all these species, not just gnomes and halflings. As you bring it into port, you see kind of this large bulbous gnome with this big old pot belly. It looks like he's like gonna cook a stew like under his shirt, as he looks at you with this long black hair. And yes, John. Yes, Lucky.
Just real quick question.
Yeah.
You said earlier this is this place is mostly run by like mercenary guilds, things like that.
Yes, it is at this moment.
Since Lucky's background is he was a mercenary, would he know much about this town, and would it be a good or bad idea for him to put on his old mercenary like uniform?
It would not be. You'd probably have some street cred if you were here with it. Going to certain like places inside the city, you'd recognize that. You do recognize the Black Moon Mercenary and the Charging Boars. And recently in the last election that actually the Architects Guild almost won, but you heard rumors that someone stole the speech that the Architects Guild was going to give and said it for themselves. But this is all hearsay. You also heard this wild rumor that the Black Moon Mercenaries is actually a guild of werewolves. And you've probably actually served a stint here at the border. We're about halfway through the Mooncrest Isle, which is this long moon shape, with this large beach on one side. But about half of the island, there's about halfway through it, there's like a wall being built that orcs inhabit the lower end of the island that have been violent and have been attempting to claim the rest of the Mooncrest Isle for themselves.
What would the reputation of my group be here? 'Cause I
Is it-
believe it was called Ivory Dawn.
I think it'd be fairly well. I don't think you were involved in the politics that some of the other guilds were, but you were like a respectable guild that you were cashed out. A lot of people like cashed in favors like with your guild and things like that, and they'd always be asking your group to help here and there.
Gotcha. Because I'm also one of the last ones.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big name 5 or 6 years ago, right?
Yeah. All right. So in that case, the next morning I will emerge wearing my Ivory Dawn uniform.
Well, what does it look like again?
So it's basically like my normal like chainmail armor. And usually Lucky wears kind of like the like dull colors, like grays, browns, that sort of thing. But this is the uniform is mostly it's like a white shirt, nothing too frilly. And then what really sets it apart is it's like a purple cloak with just a bright white like sunburst on the back that's kind of rising up over the crest, and then like gold kind of shooting out from that and then lining it a little bit. So
that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Okay, great. Yeah, you all see Lucky like pop out in this like very dazzling, the very like it almost seems like this armor matches Lucky's personality more than the dull grays and browns. As you see like almost Lucky Prime kind of step out out of their room, and you see him up on deck as you all are getting ready to and about this point you see this large kind of portly gnome come up to you all and says, hello, excuse me, who's the owner of this vessel here?
I'm gonna push Lucky.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I am the owner of this vessel, or we collectively own the vessel. I'm just the speaker.
Well, I recommend you decide on who owns it, because that's an easy way for a mutiny to happen if you all own it. I mean, what do I know, though? What do I know? It's a pleasure to meet you. And say, that's a rather interesting sigil you have on your back. Is that the Ivory Dawn? I haven't seen something like that in years. Where the heck have all of you gone?
It's a long story.
Well, it's good to see one of you back in our ranks here. It's a pleasure. And you see him actually takes off one of his flower-like necklaces and puts it on you and says, well, what can I do for you? What brings you to the city? And you see him like kind of starts to walk with you a little bit.
We're just, stopping in on our travels. Might be doing some things. My friend Ruby's got some things to take care of, but we're just along for the ride. I figured we'd stop here, replenish our supplies, maybe stay for a while. Where's the best place to stay around here?
Well, it depends on where you'd like to go. Let's see, one of my favorite, they just recently franchised, actually. It's a little kind of, are you looking for more of a rough and tumbled kind of place, or kind of more of a more touristy? What are you looking for?
I don't know, guys. What are you looking for? Chomsky? Ruby?
He doesn't want to say. We don't really know what we're looking for.
All right, I guess we'll just take a recommendation.
Well, you seem like someone who can appreciate taste. How about you? We set you up at the Black Boot Tavern here, and this is actually a tavern you've been in at one of the nearby cities that the Black Moon Mercenaries Guild was based out of. It looks like this bar has expanded or franchised in some way. And he gives you directions pointing north or pointing east into town It tells you to go a couple blocks in, and that's where you should be able to find it. You can't miss it with all the hanging boots.
All right. Much obliged. What was your name?
Davy.
Davy.
Davy, pleasure to meet you. And your name?
Lucky.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Lucky. I feel lucky meeting someone as probably talented as you. I mean, you all did a lot of fine work back in the day. You helped the city out a lot, if you recall.
Yeah, I was there. I do recall.
Well, still, the Enclave, I don't know what they would have done without you. You've done a lot of good. So thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you all start to also Davey looks at you and goes, actually, there's still one thing. The pricing for the docking. Are you going to pay for that, Captain Lucky?
Oh yeah, I got it. How much I owe you?
How long are you staying?
I don't know. Ruby, how long do you think we're staying?
Not sure. Last time we thought we were staying a lot longer than we paid for, or a lot longer than we did. So
how about can we give you like some sort of down payment, and then you keep track of how many days we stay, and then I'll pay you on the back end?
Oh, that sounds lovely. It's actually well, for someone of you from the Ivory Dawn fame, a gold a day. Give me a down payment of however much you'd like, and we can keep track of it like that. How about that?
Sounds good to me. I will. I'll give him 3 gold.
All right. He looks at that. You see him bite one. He's just joking. A pleasure to do business with you all. Please, girls and Jonathan, and you see 3 humans and one male dwarf without a shirt on. You see him like very muscular. He's clean shaven, and you see him come out, and they each give up all of you like flower lays as well, and they each give you like a fruit. It looks like some kind of orange, like kind of pear-like fruit.
Much obliged.
Oh, pleasure, and welcome to Hearthhome. And you all continue on into the city after that. I'm assuming, unless you don't, then let me know. And you start making your way towards the Black Boot Tavern, and you see Ruby, Lucky. Both of you have probably been here before. I don't know if you've ever been here, Chomsky. Everything's huge. Like most of the things typically you see are built, especially in the gnome and halfling size cities. You expect to see them a lot more well built for your size, but you see all these doorways. You see doorways that they're 4 foot doorways. You see 10-foot doorways. You see 6, 15. You see a 25-foot doorway leading into a large building of some kind. And you see all these bright colors, reds and blues. And you see a lot of vendors in the streets. You see a lot of, all of you see a lot of tourists like kind of passing by here and there. Just like in different spots, and eventually you run it. You see this large black boot hanging from like a fishing hook that's jabbed through it, and it's hanging out front of it, and it says the Black Boot Tavern.
I think this is the place.
Right. And you, all of you, kind of wander in. You hear a as you see a male dwarf, kind of like this long beard. You see it kind of like in a hairnet of some kind, like trying to like keep it tidy. And he looks at you all and goes, "Seems a little bit early to start drinking like this, but I'll never say no to a customer. Pleasure to meet you. My name's Maedrig. Good to see you all. Be careful." And as you all are the taller folk, which Chomsky, except for you, maybe in my mind, your greatsword like brushes up against it. But as you look into the room, you see that there's this room is covered on all the ceilings are boots hanging like different kinds of boot, like every kind of boot and shoe you can think of. You see a couple peg legs like hanging there by these hooks. But there's like bright blues and dark blacks and all these different boots, and you probably see like 100 boots in here, and they're all not matching boots. They're all like a right or a left shoe. You know what I mean? Lucky, Ruby, both of you make a history check to see if you remember anymore.
16.
16.
5.
5. Oof. You don't really remember much. This was a place you weren't allowed to go. Slash, it was too violent. Lucky, you've probably maybe settled something in this place, but you know this to be a neutral ground for the guilds to meet and kind of a safe space where no prying eyes will be heard, or no prying eyes will be seen, or no things will be heard. There's something about this place. There's apparently some kind of magic, you know. You've never seen it yourself that protects this place, but it is like a well, Kevin, you'd probably recognize this, like a corded neutral grounds.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And Lucky, you know that this, all these boots in here are like mostly for sport, and this is everyone that's ever gotten into a fight that has been beaten up or killed. You see their boot. They take one of their boots off them before they throw them in the street, and they hang it up.
I'll look around for a second, maybe. Walk over. That one's mine.
Like you want it, or that's your boot?
No, that's my boot. I lost a fight here once. I remember now. Good times.
You've been here.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while, but it's all coming back to me. Been here a few times. Passed by. Back in the day when I was more active in the mercenary world.
Oh, I like that. Well, Madrig looks at you and says, "Well, I'll always happy to help serve in Ivory Dawn. I have to say, I haven't seen a lot of you people around here for a while."
Yep. That's the unfortunate truth, isn't it?
Well, it sounds like you maybe need to go do some recruiting, maybe fight in one of the crucibles or something like that. Show your mettle. You know, people are willing to join up with that. I mean, that's what the Witchers did, and look at them. They're glowing up everywhere. Kind of not my favorite. I'm more of a, well, I'm more partial to the Black Moon mercenaries, but you know, they're a bunch of furries, if you know what I'm saying. And you see like this human woman kind of come out, and you see him like smack him on the back of the head, and she says, "Dear, don't be like that. Hi, what can I do for you? I'm Gail." And then you see Nate's like, "Oh, I was just trying to make some jokes," and she says, "Well, don't make some jokes. You're not funny, honey." She says, "What can I do for you all?"
I think we're in need of 4 rooms.
Well, that shouldn't be any trouble. Yeah, we still have plenty of rooms. Seeing as some people haven't come back, yeah, I think we should have enough rooms. Do they need to be together, or?
I mean, I don't think so.
I don't
Like
think so.
adjoining doors, or do you want them to be separate?
I mean, if you got them, we'll take them, but I mean, it's not a necessity.
You see Madrid kind of like grumble to himself, and you see Gail like lean down and whisper, say, "I told you it was a good idea." And she says, "Right this way." And you see her guide you up to the rooms. And how long do you plan on staying here? For 3 days?
That's what you have the ship paid for.
Yeah, I think 3 is good.
Okay.
A long weekend, you know.
She looks at you all and says, "Okay, well, food and drink are provided here. Yeah, anything after 2 drinks per meal, you have to pay for that yourself. We make some kind of potted stew. We do a lot of pulled pork if that's something you're interested in. If you like shark, we don't have a lot of that, so go somewhere else. Let's see here. So this would end up being about 3 gold each.
Gold each. That's what, 12 per night.
Or is that for all 3 nights?
It'd be 3 per person. So for 3 nights per night, let's see. So, no,
9 per person for 3
it'd be
nights?
3. It'd be 3 gold for 3 days. Sorry, I made that wrong.
Oh,
that was very confusing.
So 9 gold total for all 4 of us. Or no.
3. Well, yeah, Rilka's here, right?
Total for you 4.
gold.
Yeah,
Total for all of us for 3 nights.
30.
yeah, for 3 nights, 12 gold.
12. Okay. Yeah, I'll just pay that.
And
Thanks, Lucky.
Gail like counts out the money with says, "Wow, big spender. Looks like did you rob a bank or something like that?"
Something like that.
It was a little joke. I'm much funnier than my husband. You hear Madrick from down below saying, "I heard that." So you see her pocket the gold and head back down. She says, "Well, breakfast should be ready soon if you're interested in that, but I'll go ahead and give a holler if you need."
Yeah, it's morning. Do you have anywhere I can stable a horse?
Have you? And you hear Madrick from below. Have you tried the horse doctor?
Right, I knew about that.
The stable. You want your? Oh, we have one out back. Don't cringe. Matrix doing his best. Yeah, Major guides you out back where you see a stable for horses. And I take it you put Giuseppe there?
Yeah, I'll go back and get him and bring him here and
Okay, great.
get him set. Do we still have the kid?
Right now, Brinsop is like tagging along with you all. About this time, we cut to a small girl. We cut to a different street corner about 3 or 4 blocks away, and you see this kind of haggard, like gnome. You see her hair's kind of unkempt and messing around, messed up, and you see her like already. You kind of see her being like, "Hello, does anyone have any money?" You see her like starting to beg for some money here and there. You looks like she's had like a rough couple of days. Out of the corner of her backpack, you see this elaborate kind of almost like gold scepter sticking out of the back of her backpack. Nina, you have been robbed. You've lost most of your money. You're not sure what they did with it, but it cost a lot of your money to get this far. You've been following the airship now for, God, you don't even know how long. It's been months, you think? I don't know. It's been months. You're still unsure. As you kind of feel the grumbling inside your belly as you're wondering what happened to most of your gold, as most of it was spent on trying to chase this airship going back and forth, apparently. Where you eventually ran out of money ran out of money. It was actually stolen off your person.
By a dragon or?
Actually, you don't know if it was a dragon. You did see it was these 2 twin boys that like took it off of you from their boat. And when you were searching, no one could find any trace of them. But hope that it'll be turned up around, but the authorities aren't sure about it. They offered to reimburse you, but it's still going to be about another 5 days before they can prove it. So right now you've been like kind of staying from place to place, kind of like staying in the cheapest place, getting a couple silver for the day, and right now you wake up to a long day of staying in this kind of shitty inn, and you kind of step out. You have the day ahead of you. You haven't seen the airship for a long time now. And this is where you didn't have enough money to travel to the next place where you think they might be.
Damn. Well, I guess I'll try to find like what little food I have. Like if a bakery has some day old bread that they're just giving out, or
yeah, you see an elven, like an elven boy, kind of like taking some bread, and you see him like getting some dough ready, and you're looking at it through the window, and he looks at you, and he like kind of smiles at you, until he kind of gets a better look at your face, and he kind of sees how dirty it is. And his smile kind of fades a little bit, but he's still like smiling. But that's inside, so you'd have to go inside if you want to talk to him.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, you ding, ling, ling. You go into this bread shop, and you see this elven man. Hi, it's good to see you. What can I do for you?
Hi. So funny thing, I was robbed a few days ago, and I was wondering if you had some bread that's day old that no one wants anymore, but I might want.
I don't know if we really have something that you're looking for.
Are you sure, like a croissant, muffin? I mean, I'm really fine with the sourdough. Like, really?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, that is good. That was a 19. I haven't added my bonuses yet. That is a 24.
Okay. Yeah, you see him kind of like look around and say, look, if my boss catches me, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna lose this job. I won't be any better off than you. You see him like kind of pull out like this small bag of like scones, and he like takes them and like puts them out the window next to her and says, it's the best I can do, all right? Best of luck to you. I'm sorry that happened.
Hey, between you and me, this never happened, but thank you so much. When I get my money back, I'll come back and I'll actually buy those scones.
He looks at you and kind of laughs and says, okay, I'll be waiting.
I'll see you then.
All right. So you kind of step out, waddling over to your gnomish figure, kind of waddling over to the bread in the alley. It's tied together, you know, was it like malintent he put in the alley? But make a perception check.
Oh, that's not gonna be great. Just letting you know. That's gonna be a 5.
5. You feel you see this person kind of start wandering down the alley behind you, and you assume them to be kind of a drunk. As they pass by you, they kind of bump into you a little bit. As you look around, they say, "Oh, sorry about that." As they continue to wander down the alley, and you pick up your loaf of bread, your bag of scones. As you turn, and you see that your staff is gone.
Oh, well, now it's on. I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
At the roped person.
Heck yeah, the one that stole my staff.
All right, roll the hit.
And that's a 14.
14. Unfortunately, you see it. The firebolt just blast into the brick wall up above it, and you see it turn and look startled as you see him start bolting it down the alleyway.
I'm gonna sprint after him.
All right, you start running down the alleyway, running past him. You see him knock down a set of trash cans. Make a dexterity saving throw.
That is an 11.
At 11, you just barely managed to kind of like trip over the garbage cans, but you managed to land on your feet and keep going as you're waddling after this, as this large medium creature is faster than you and is slowly getting farther and farther away from you as it is about to break out of the alleyway. What do you do?
Cast Minor Illusion and create a wall?
Sure.
All right, we're gonna do that.
All right, yeah, you use a minor illusion, which kind of makes it's not a great illusion with minor illusion because it's a cantrip. But let's see if it speaks him up. With the 7, you see him kind of like stop right in front of the wall, and it gives him a moment of pause as you see him turn. He looks at you, and you see him pull out a very wicked-looking knife as he turns and looks at you, and he starts backing up against the wall.
Hey, that's mine. Give it back.
And you see him like kind of holding his knife out to you and says, I can't get, whoa! And you see him fall backwards through the wall, kind of like looking around, like
I'm
kind of confused.
Tackle him.
Okay, make a grapple check, which would be athletic.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Nat 20. You fucking like tackle him onto him. As you see him, help me, help! I'm getting robbed, help me! As you tackle him down, what do you do now that you're on top of him? I'm
gonna grab my staff and try to pry it from his hands.
Okay. You see him kind of like you're starting to like fight it back and forth, but you make an athletics check to rip it out of his hands.
That's another nat 20. Man.
Oh shit, that's awesome. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I got a 12. You rip it out of his hands as he starts screaming, help! Somebody, please help! As you see a crowd of people have now started to gather around, and you see them like you see a group of halflings, and it looks like they're in black garbs, and you see this wolf crest on their armor as they start heading towards you.
I'm gonna get up and just be like, hey, I just want my staff back. He stole it because I was eating scones, and he bumped into me, and it was gone, and it was in his hands, so then it created a wall. And then he fell over, so it was an opportune moment. So we all good? I got my staff back. He's not injured.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage because they saw you tackle this person and rip something out of their hand, and you look like a dirty hobo.
That was a 10.
A 10. You see these like black clad figures kind of like approaching you. They don't seem to buy your story.
Look, it's been a really long couple of months, weeks, days, possibly even a year. I don't even know. Yeah, I might look like I'm in shambles, but you know, I'm here and I've had a hard time. This is my only possession that I actually care about. So, you know, if it got stolen, if you were in my shoes, you see where I'm coming from?
They do not. As they approach you, continuing to get closer and closer, they start to attempt to arrest you.
I'm gonna try to break free and just run away.
Okay, make an athletics check. I'm sorry, I told you it wasn't working.
Oh, well, that's not great. That is gonna be a 7.
Yeah, you see them start to they with a 20, they kind of jerk you around, and they go, "All right, miss, give him back his possession."
It's not his.
They say, and he looks at you and says, "Look, just give me back my staff, all right? I won't press charges or anything."
It's not yours.
Really? I'm pretty sure it's mine. I saw you tackle me and rip it out of my hand as you chased me down, you dirty vagabond.
Oh yeah? There's an engraving on it. What does it say?
That kind of gives them pause as they kind of turn and look, and they go, "What does that engraving say?" As you see them kind of, you see him holding it now, kind of looks at you and goes, "It says," and you see him point it, and you see this large ball of fire shoot out of the tip of it as it and explodes into the crowd of people that were gathering around. As you see a few of the citizens are vaporized, turned into char dust, as you see these guards are lit aflame as they let go of you, and you are also hit with this fireball.
Oh.
And you take 5. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm getting terrible rolls after those 220s. That is going to be a 6.
That's really bad.
It's
I was
really
like, don't worry, it's not hard to beat this DC. You take 31 points of fire damage. As you see the people around you, as you see a part of the building, as this is magical fire, but it does catch fire a little bit. As you see them, the guards have let go of you, and you see him starting to run. And you see him duck into an alley, and you see him, you see him duck around a corner.
Okay, well, I'm still going to chase him, despite my burns and my pain, and I'm going to shout at the guards, "Don't judge a book by its cover, assholes."
You continue around the corner, and you see him run into this back door, and you see him fling it open, looks at you, and closes it behind him.
I'm gonna use can I cast reduce but only on the door?
I don't know if you can. I believe it's for a creature, but I haven't read the spell in a while. Let me look.
Fine, I'll cast shatter on the door.
I don't even see reduce, which is weird. Is it enlarge and reduce?
Yeah.
All right, so you cast shatter on the door.
Yeah.
All right. Roll for damage.
Oh wait, roll for damage. Is that a D10? I forgot.
No, it is a 3d8.
3d8. Okay. Okay. 5, 3, 5, and then I add my proficiency, right?
No, you don't.
Okay. So 13.
13. The door rolled a 1 on its saving throw. As you see, the door just explodes into shattering wood. As you see the door shatters, and you see this person lying on the ground there, covered in bruises, and like they're ringing in their ears as they see you go whoop, as you see him continue to run inside.
Okay. I'm just gonna do the slow walk, and just say, "Hey, better give me that back."
They ran. They're still running. They're inside the building.
Well, I'm still running after them then.
Sorry if that wasn't clear. As you all see him, you see him run into the building. As you all are running past, you see this black-clad robed figure run by and jump through the back of the bar. As you hear Gale yell, "Hey, what do? You can't be back here!" As you see this black-clad figure just jump over it, and then you see a moment later, you see this angry-looking gnome put their hands on top of the bar and say, "Give me that back." As you all see this large creature, this large humanoid in the robed humanoid running past. And then this gnome.
So this person is running past us?
Yeah, they're running past you currently.
Are we like sitting, or are we just standing in the bar?
You were about to sit down.
I'm gonna kick like a chair, whatever the nearest chair or table out, to try and trip the guy as he runs by.
All right. Make an attack.
What should I add to that?
Proficiency and what do you think? Dex, strength.
Proficient in bar fight.
I think Lucky is proficient in a bar fight.
So 16 and so 23.
Oh shit. Yeah, you do with with that, you do manage to trip him. Yeah, he rolled a 3. You do trip him as he falls down and rolls over the chair as you see the gnome run around to the other side. And
Oh no, I'm gonna jump up onto the bar and then just like put my whole body weight and try to elbow.
and that's where we'll actually end tonight.
Cool.
Almost like a
We can
like
play
a
a little more.
like
We
a
can play more if we want.
as you see this like gnome start screaming as they jump off the top of the bar, kind of coming down with a haymaker, throwing the elbow, and it like in my mind it turns into like a painted portrait, and then you hear like the ding 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 as you see from the top rope this small robed Nina gnome coming down on her assailant, and that's where we'll stop for tonight.
Oh man, we can play for like.
You have a hard stop, Aletha. You said so.
I know, but it
You
gotta.
said hard stop like 9 times. I'm sorry we couldn't get there sooner.
It's okay.
Gosh, what a weird character.
I'm excited for her.
I like it so far.
Sorry to give you
That's
such
the-
dire straits.
Wait. As a sorcerer, what's your focus?
Magic.
Hey, Kevin, can you finish making her sorcerer character sheet? I'd really appreciate that.
I'll take a look at it. Cause like you're supposed to have like a focus on. Is it? Yeah, an
Focus.
arcane
Rod?
focus.
I mean, like it's mostly illusion,
What was that?
elemental and illusion, like kind of a mix of both.
No, like a physical object. That's your.
It's like in Diablo, how they have the arcane orb.
Oh,
Yeah, it's something like that, or like the voodoo doll. There's a bunch of different things it could be. So something to
well,
think
I
about.
had a quarter staff, but I don't have it anymore.
It's like a handheld object, actually. I'll send you a list of it later.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna stop the stream. Any last words from the squad?
No,
Squaw.
Squaw.
I want a munch.
Squaw.
Brr, brr, brr. I want to munch.
Squaw.
My man.